Hello everyone, Larry Satchwell here in the blueberry patch today. To be honest, I've neglected this patch and pruning it for a couple of years. It's just one of those things I don't get around to. In the south here we have Rabbiteye blueberries, and this year was a bumper crop. Each one of these plants can produce up to 8 gallons, and I think some of them outproduced this year. But the berries are starting to get a little small, and there's some big branches in here that really need to get trimmed out. The berries have just stopped coming on. There's a few lingering ones. This is a great time of year before the plants start setting out new buds for next year. Rabbiteye blueberries produce on 1-year growth. And these are getting pretty stemmy. Some of them are crossing over. Others, this is actually a branch off of this one, and I'm letting it grow that way because it's kind of on the edge. When the canes get to be 1 inch to 2 inches like this one, it's really time to remove them. In fact, it's past time to remove these canes, especially this one. It's right in the center. So I'm going to take this one out first. Some would say this may not be the best time of year to take those canes out. It should wait for late spring, winter. But I'm here and I have the opportunity, so I'm going to do it today. For the last week or so, I've been mulching this area with the muckings from the horse stalls. I've got a 2 or 3 inch layer on here. This branch is just way too big for even my trimmers, so it's got to come out. I just took this older cane out as well because it's a crossover cane. But this old cane right here is the one I'm after. I've read that blueberry plants can live to be 100 years old if you take care of them. I'm going to take this out in sections. This is another limb. Again, very few sprouts on this. It does have some leaves, so the goats are going to love it. Take out one more section before I cut off the stump. That's a big stump. There's also a lot of things in here that don't belong in here. This is a Bradford pear. They are a real nuisance here in the south. I can't pull the root. This is full strength weed killer. I'm just going to spray the end there. That'll go down to the roots and should kill that plant. This is Chinese privet, another very invasive plant. It's all over our woods. The goats prefer it. So again, I can't pull it out, so I'm going to cut it off as low as I can and spray it directly on top. Several oak trees in here as well. Careful not to get any of this weed killer on those new stumps. So this is a different angle of that same plant. It really was a drastic change here, and I'm not going to take any more out of it today. May take a couple more canes out next year, but for today, that one's finished. What I originally came down here to do was to trim things like this. This has new growth coming on it, and this is where the berries will be next year, but this branch is so leggy. It's just so flimsy here that you can see if it puts on a lot of berries, it's going to be on the ground. So all I want to do is snip this back here so it has an opportunity to put more growth on it like this the rest of the summer. And with all of this manure in here and the shavings with the urine in it, this is great fertilizer, and it kills all the other weeds around it. I didn't put any of this manure or shavings around the crown. So the crowns are safe, but all the surrounding weeds should die soon. Again, just cutting some of this back so that the new growth will produce a lot of berries. It may take a year for this one to recover, but in the long run, it's the best thing to do for it. I hope your Rabbiteye blueberries are doing well. We had enough this year for the birds and the family. Thanks for watching.